Hey y'all, Alicia Hawkins here, your go-to transformational alchemist, coming to you live from the park area today with about 15% battery, so I'm going to try and keep it really quick. But as I was running, I was seeing a vision and like a connection in a really cool practical way I could explain the phrase "it is done" when people say that with manifestation. So essentially, just to speed through this really quickly, and also, hi, hello, let me know who you are, what you do, who you serve, and what you're grateful for if you are tuning in live or catching the replay. And I am grateful for 50% battery and the willingness to come on here even if I get cut off. So, and if I do, I will create some time to hop on here later. So for those of you that have heard that phrase before with manifestation, right, it has to do with having a desire, right? So in this sense, in the physical, practical, grounded reality I'm currently in, we'll use the example of me wanting to manifest being at the water, so to say. And then in business terms, that could look like, saying the intention to manifest 3 new clients this month, and today's like the 27th or close to the end of the month, right? And so sometimes people are like, oh, is it going to happen or not, right? And this is when they can lose faith. Or, let's say $12,000 is what you're trying to manifest, right? And so we set our intention, we know what we want, we have clarity on that, we believe that it's true, and then we have to believe that it's done, right? And so from there, if we believe that it's done and act as if it is done, it only becomes about stepping into that reality, right? And so along that path, sometimes we run into fear or resistance or confusion and doubt. And sometimes, especially when there's multiple paths, which is typically pretty much always in business and in life, right? It can look like it's not done. And I know people and my clients have told me in the past it can be frustrating around this "it is done" phrase, right? So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm kind of at a crossroads here. And in this example, if we say getting to the pond is the manifestation that I desire, and I have, 10% battery to do so, there's lots of different ways that I could get there, right? And so if I'm new to this environment, especially if it's a new goal or something that's uncertain, that's when we have to dig into our faith and our resiliency and our resourcefulness and our willingness to keep on going no matter what, even more, right? And so let's say I was coming up this path behind me and I get to this point and I'm like, somebody told me the water is this direction. Manifestation, right? And I'm tired, I'm hot from running, I just ran up this hill, I don't know, is it really going to happen? How much time do I have left, right? And so that's when people give up and they just go to the car, which is over there, right? Or I can continue to keep on going, right? I can check out what's up here, or I can go this path and check out what's up here. And if you've manifested something close to this, or you kind of have an idea of where you're going, let's just say, for example, you keep moving, right? That's when, right now I'm taking forward action and I'm going towards my goals, right? And so right here, there's this dirt path, which I was originally going to take you guys up, but I don't think I have enough battery to do it that way. And that path is a little bit harder. There's like 3 or 4 different, actually there's 4 different ways that I could get to the water from right here. And right now I'm going to take you down the easy one because it's quicker. And that's the other cool thing too about having a guide or a mentor, right? Because I know this area and I can help you and guide you to what it is you manifest, your desired manifestation quicker and easier, right? And so when we take the time to tune in, there's signs and signals. That one says danger, no swimming, right? But that's even a good sign to let us know that we've got to be somewhere close to the water, right? So that's the other thing too about your progression of manifestation. And by the way, if I'm talking too fast, you guys have questions or want me to explain more in another video or post, let me know. Type them in the comments below if it's resonating or this is helpful, let me know too, right? But along our path, sometimes people mistake those signs, even that one says danger, no swimming, right, as being frustrated because they haven't actually manifested what it is that they desire. When in reality, it's like a sign from the universe to say, keep going, you're almost there, right? And so right now, we just got off the beaten path and we're walking through this wooded area here, looking for snakes and roots along the way. And see, it's even a little bit darker in here. And sometimes on our way to where we're going, we go through darker spots. And that's where we have to hold the faith. And especially for new, big, scary things, that's when, again, a guide, a mentor, a coach can guide you through that and tell you, keep going, we're almost there, right? And it's super easy. If we allow it to be easy, if we believe it can, right? So now we're into the light and up on the rocks. And see, if you just stopped right here too, from this picture you can't see, but there's water back there. And I know that because I've been here before and I go here all the time, right? But, so sometimes, say there's 3 days left in the month, you're almost there. And people get frustrated, they get upset. And with those thoughts and those emotions and that energy, they decide that they can't make it, that it's not actually done, that, it was too big of a goal or whatever that decision is based on those thoughts. And they end up just turning around because they can't actually see the water, right? And so then they end up going back to the car and they feel defeated and they lose trust in themselves and they lose trust in the universe. When in reality, if we just continue to set our mind on what it is we desire and continue to align with that and continue to move forward, no matter what, we make it to our desired manifestation, right? Because the reality is this water was always here, right? It was always done. And it was just about me choosing to believe that, and about me aligning my thoughts with the fact that I could do it. I could get down here to the water, and me believing in myself, and me cultivating and recalibrating my energy and taking those inspired actions, right? Seeing those signs and continuing to move along that path until I get to what it is I want to manifest, which is the water, right? And so if you watch the video today too, you can see that I'm in a different location. I'm on the other side, whereas yesterday I was over there. I don't know if you can see the ducks too. The ducks are out this morning. So, and that's the thing too, right? Like with our manifestations, there's always multiple paths to get there. So even when it feels like you're ready to give up, or you don't want to keep going, or the doubt and resistance begins to kick in, keep believing, keep aligning with what it is you desire, and just keep going on that path, or be willing to go a different direction, right? And so the other beauty of this is, the decision around letting it be easy, right? It was super easy to come off that path and on here. And then there's another spot, actually, right up directly behind me. So if you guys can see it, I'm trying to figure out. Right there, get my hand there. And that one has a little bit more rocks. Oh, I've got 5%. So that one has a little bit more rocks and is harder to climb, right? And so sometimes we get frustrated with the universe or with ourselves or with our path because it seems harder initially, but actually there's lessons and there's growth there, right? There's more of a workout. And so we can get, we can build up our strength, we can build up our endurance, we can build up our resilience and still get to our desired results. And it can also be a preparation for our future manifestations, right? So if we're have this huge, big, bold vision to manifest, quote unquote, getting to the ocean, or like 30 or 50K months or whatever it is, right? And sometimes we have to climb up and over a mountain to get to that ocean. Past like this one, I don't know if you can see, it's really dark on my phone here because of the battery. Past like that one prepare you for that. So when you get to that mountain, it's easier, right? And because you know how to align and recalibrate and choose the thoughts and process and align with the emotions and raise your vibrations and your energy and take those inspired actions to get there, because you know it's done, and it's just about aligning and magnetizing and moving into and living into that reality, right? So let me know if this makes sense, if this was helpful for you guys, if you have more questions. That was a really quick explanation, and hopefully it serves you. And I'm going to go up this way because it feels good to be challenged sometimes. It feels good to have to zoom in your focus and stretch your legs and your muscles in different ways. And there's also beauty along this path that is in a different form and fashion than the other one I just took, right? And so that was me climbing up there, but I don't know if you can see how beautiful it is here too, right? And I get this extra added beautiful view of the water over there behind me if I was coming along this path too, right? So it's all about being open, figuring out what it is you desire, holding the faith, letting it be an adventure, be open to the lessons, to the growth, constant recalibration, shaking off the spider webs when you walk through them, gain a guide if you need one, watching out for the branches and the ways where you could fall if you run into resistance or fear or doubt. And it's about holding the faith and believing it's done, because it is. And it's just about you stepping into that and going at your own pace too, right? It's fun to run there through the woods too, right? And so actually, I don't know if you can see, that is the other way I was just telling you about, right? And I could even go there and get to the water, but right now I'm going to go back here and get to my car, right? So lots of options. Don't give up. You can do this. In fact, I want you to declare what it is you desire, your goals, your intentions, what you know is done, and what you're choosing to align with. Because I would love to put my energy and the energy of this group behind that as well. And we want to cheer you on and support you and let you know you've got this, because you're strong and you're powerful. You can do it. Believe it and get into that inspired action. And remember to be bold enough to create the life and the business that you've been dreaming of, because you absolutely deserve it. And you can manifest it, even if you're having a little bit of trouble breathing along the way. You'll get there, and it'll be amazing, and you can allow yourself to enjoy the journey and your way to that destination. All right, beauties, connect again soon. Bye.